Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you very much for joining me during Brights Week. This is my week-long dedication to all of the colours in our Brights collection, and today I am showcasing you first Tempting Turquoise with Melon Mambo, but I am going to make the project in a couple of other Brights colours. And this is a pen pot, or a pen caddy, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's designed to hold our blender pens, smooch spritzes and all of those additional pens that we have. And the reason I've come up with this, yes, you could use a pen pot or a jam jar. That's what's already on my desk, and I didn't want anything else, so I've got all my scissors and rulers and stuff in one, I've got tools, I've got pencils and pens in another. I didn't want to have a third, so I decided I was going to come up with something small and discreet because I fancied it. And although yes, you could make this just as pens, but it is a great pot for other things. It's 2 inches high, 2 inches wide and 7 inches long, so it's a good size. And yes, it is a little bit squishy, but that's actually kind of good because you can rummage and you're not going to bend the box. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to make it. You need a piece of cardstock that measures 6 by 11 inches, which is 15 by 28 centimetres. Let me pop that right out of the way for a second. And with your long side at the top, the scoring comes at 2 inches and 9 inches, or 5 and 23 centimetres. And then you turn it around and you score at 2 and 4 inches, which is 5 and 10 centimetres. And this is Old Olive cardstock, which if you haven't worked that out from knowing the Brights collection, go and learn the Brights collection. I'm teasing. Right, fold on the score lines and burnish them well, because this is card, and you know, as I've always say, our cardstock is brilliant quality. So fold on all of those score lines. And then grab your scissors, and with it in the landscape position, you're going to cut up here. But if you can see these little, this groove here, basically cut to the left of it on the wider part. Well, basically you want to have a very straight line on the wider part and then you notch out on the other one. So just cut to one side of it. Can you see I've left a little knobbly bit there? And then trim off that bit. And just keep doing that all the way round. It doesn't matter how much you notch out. This is just so that you get a very smooth finish to the closure of the box. So there you go. I'm going to pop some DSP on, and like I say, this was Old Olive, and this one I did here, I used the Gingham Garden Designer Series paper, but I wanted to use the Designer Series paper stacks this time, and I've used the Daffodil Delight, and I've got the spotty one, so I think the spotty one's very pretty. And just pop some snail on the back of all of those. On the Designer Series paper, these long bits, you need 2 of those that measure 6.5 by 1.5 inches, which is 4 by 18 centimetres. And then you need 2 little bits, which are 1.5 by 1.5, which is 4 by 4 centimetres. And basically your little ones go on these little end pieces here, and you can see there's quite a nice border around. There's a bigger border than perhaps I would normally put onto a box, but that's because I wanted to show off the green as well. But you can make it narrower if you wanted it. You can make it 6 3/4 by 1 3/4 of an inch, so basically just cut it down 1/4 of an inch, or you can make it 4.5 centimetres if you wanted. It's up to you. I think that's central. There we go. And there's a liquid glue to hold up your side, so basically on these outer corners here. I'll do 2 for now. And you just fold them up, and this is where having cut down a little bit helps, because it just means you can get this beautifully smooth corner here and a perfectly straight line there. And bring it round and do the same on the other side. and the liquid glue dries within seconds. And the same over here. And bring those in. And the same there. And that's the box done, and you pop in whatever you want to put into it. I'm going to wrap it in the ribbon in a second. I want to do a little bit of stamping. I've got the Kind and Cozy stamp set. I love this, and actually the reason I picked this one initially was because the Gingham Garden paper I used there, this is from the product suite that goes with it, and I like this sentiment. I like this font. I can't remember what it's called. I don't think it is Courier, which you would get on your PC or a font like that, but it might well be. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure. So Daffodil Delight ink, bit of Whisper white cardstock, and I'm going to punch that out using the Modern Label punch, which is that one. And you can just about fit it so that it perfectly fits. So you get the M into one little bump bit and the E into another. And then just gently sponge the edges and throw it into your ink pad. Why not? There we go, that's those done. And I want to wrap it in ribbon. Now I've wrapped this 3 times just because I like the effect. So I've got the Old Olive 1/8 of an inch, yeah, 1/8 of an inch stitched taffeta ribbon, and just literally start wrapping it around. And you can cross it and you can mix it. How many is that? There we go, that's the 3rd time round. My phone is sat next to me and it's just started buzzing. I turned the volume off. Should have taken the buzz off. There we go, and tying a little knot just there. And then just, you know, twist it and position it as you want. I think I want it a little bit more to the left. There we go. And then this little chappy, little glue dot on the back. Pop it in there. And that is the pen pot done. Like I say, I don't know if you would call it a pen pot, whatever you want to call it and whatever you want to put inside. You could put biscuits or cookies, something like that in it, and dress them up with in a pretty bag with some matching ribbon. But let me put my hand on top of that. But there we go. And this is it's a perfect size. The Blender pens are our longest pen, and they are just over 6.5 inches, which I can't remember what's that in centimetres. That is 17 centimetres, so it's just a little bit longer than those, which is why I decided it to be that width. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and do go and check out my blog. There's going to be 7 projects using all of the Brights colours, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.